Chapter 1802. Xingshi wanted to say something to Alex, but for a while she didn't know where to start, so she told Alex about her childhood and past. Although she was born in a rich family, Xingshi's childhood was not a happy one. Her mother died young, and although her father did not marry again, it could not make up for Xingshi's childhood shortcomings. Moreover, Takehiko was busy with work all day, and the time that could be allocated to Xingshi was very small. In addition, Takehiko's character has always been serious and unsmiling, so Xingshi's childhood lacked a lot of care. Xingshi's mother was a pretty lady, so when she was alive, she always taught her in a very traditional way, and Xingshi also followed her mother to learn tea ceremony, illustration, embroidery, and even read poetry and books. In her character, the side of Yamato Nadeshiko was given by her mother. However, after the death of her mother, Xingshi fell in love with martial arts because she felt that when she was practicing martial arts, she could temporarily forget the sadness and unhappiness in life. In the beginning, she only practiced martial arts to escape reality, but over time, she completely fell in love with martial arts. After she finished telling her story, she chased Alex and asked him, "Master, can you tell me the story of your childhood?" Alex smiled bitterly. "I was at two extremes when I was a kid. I lived well before I was 8 years old. My parents were kind, wealthy, and worry-free. But when I was 8, my parents died unexpectedly. I fell into the street and became an orphan, and then I grew up in the orphanage." When Xingshi heard this, she was surprised, and said with a bit of distress, "I'm sorry, master, I didn't mean it." Alex smiled slightly. "It's okay, needless to say sorry." Xingshi said with emotion, "In this way, my childhood is much happier than that of master. Although my father is strict and unsmiling to me on weekdays, he still loves me very much in his heart, but his way of expression is not so soft in comparison. After all." Xingshi looked at Alex and said seriously, "Master, in fact, you have a conflict with my father. I heard Tian talk about it before. The reason why I pretended not to know was that I didn't want master to feel embarrassed, but actually, father's nature is not bad. If you have the opportunity, I still hope that you can let your previous suspicions go away and become friends." In fact, deep down in her heart, Xingshi really wanted to say that she didn't want Alex and her father to become enemies. In her heart, she dreamed that the two would cultivate a real relationship as husband and wife. However, she knew that Alex was already married, so she could only hide such words in the most secret place in her heart and would never say them. Alex didn't think much at this time, nodded slightly and said, "If there is a chance, I will." Xingshi immediately became happy, and said seriously, "That's really great. But master, don't get me wrong. I hope you and my father will become friends, not for the 4.5 billion things. Master must keep it for himself, not give to my father." Alex couldn't help laughing and asked her, "Why did you turn your elbow out? 4.5 billion is not a small sum." Xingshi blushed and said softly, "It doesn't matter, master saved my life and healed my injury. This money is regarded as a reward from my father to Master Anderson." Alex couldn't help laughing, and said happily, "If your dad knows, he will be pissed off by you." Xingshi stuck out her tongue and was about to talk when her phone suddenly vibrated. She was a little surprised. "It's so late, who will call me? Could it be the servant who found out that I escaped?" With that, she quickly took out her mobile phone and said in surprise, "Oh, it's father."